There we go.
Okay, so yeah, like as I was saying to you earlier on, us talking about Vusi Tempegwai and what an inspiration he really is to me, like I was like, no, this guy's actually amazing because he's actually disrupting like the business market with his own kind of techniques and so forth, and he's sharing a lot of things with your young people, and I think even the old people can also learn from him, so like that was the reason actually why I'm actually doing what I'm doing today, is because of like getting people that actually has that story to tell. Because like even when he says in his YouTube videos, he's like, okay, everybody's here now and you actually seeing this light, you seeing these big things, but nobody was there when the times was rough at the start, so you would check my video content maybe like last week, it was so crappy, but then obviously I had to learn something from that person that I was interviewing, and he was like, okay, no, you can do this, and each and every single time I learn and I learn and I learn, but today actually I have that opportunity to have you, Caroline, on the show today with such a beautiful setting as well. Thanks to you, eh? Thanks
Thank you very much. It's part of the things that I learned as well with my business, that it's the small things that count. Mm-hmm. So you don't really have to go big, but just be creative, use your mind, and always like try to use what you have, so that if you become cost effective if you don't have lots of money. So use what you have. I mean, these things here, it's water from the tap, that's from the house, lemons that we've had on the stand, and this flour is fake, and I just got it from wherever shop I got it from. But it trust me, it makes such a difference. It makes such a difference, And going back to Vusi Tempegwai, what I like about him is that he's very knowledgeable.
Yeah.
He's very I like that he does his research. He knows a little bit about everything.
Yes.
And even if his business may be a speaker or whatever that he does, he's very open-minded. And when he has a conversation with you, he can talk about anything and he can make it work. And that's what I like about him. I like that he has a teachable spirit and he's able to absorb the information, and he wants to learn. And like I said before, you will never grow if you don't learn. So it doesn't matter who you learn from. And what people don't understand is that we don't know what we don't know. We don't know what tomorrow I could be learning something from you. You're here to interview me, but I could be, if I have an open mind, if I'm an open-minded person and I've got a teachable spirit, I could be learning something from you too.
That's
so
true.
For me, I never take anything as you're here to interview me, so this is all about me. I always look for some things that, you know what, I didn't know that, and then I will note it in my head, and then when I go back, I'll actually make my little own research about it if I want to know more, and you know what I mean. So I think that's what I like about people like Vusi. They're very open-minded and very humble, and that's something that people don't know about him. But anyway, he's a very humble guy.
And such people actually really inspires us in life. Like when you look at his videos and you look at each and every single sermon that he does, he's actually there right in the middle of the crowd. You won't find him, and changes of language, he tries to get into their level, joke a bit around. I don't even think you'd even sleep like while you're listening to his
never. And it's a very good quality to have, because people, when you engage with people, people need to feel like they're special.
Okay.
You know what I mean? If you're going to engage to people, you need to come to their level for them to understand or to relate even to what you're saying to them. I wouldn't want to be sitting with a person that speaks about something that I don't understand, something that I've never gone through, something that I have, and worst of all, there you are, I'm watching you, listening to you, you like on a stage far away from me. It's very impersonal, So I think for Vusi, that's actually a strategy that, let me come down to these people's level. They must see that I'm also human, because when you're that close, we're like, oh yeah, actually, this is real. I mean, this is you here
like
now.
I'm
You see us how we sit. It's real, man.
Yeah.
It's a very wonderful experience. So I think it's a very good quality that he brings into his business. He really gets into the people and he engages with the people.
And that's why I'm actually here, because what I tell people, what I do with the PhilsDrive is that I want to reach out to people and I want to know your downfall story, your successful story, and so forth. So that's what happens, and even though the sound may be bad or so forth, that's the start. That's the start of everything. People might be asking me, okay, so who does Phil have today on the show? And you know, I want actually to people to know, for you know what, there's people that actually that can touch you here and you can get healed. They can touch you here and you can get healed. It's not only for the rich. What you're actually doing,
Absolutely.
you know, and they would call you what, a masseuse, you know, and that's what you do. That's what you love doing. And sometimes it's like, okay, it's a professional kind of thing that you do and so forth. And you actually run what did you say, a mobile spa?
It's a mobile spa. Correct.
Okay. Tell me more about it. Like, why a mobile spa in the first place?
So what people don't know is that I actually used to work at a spa. I used to manage a spa, and I was also a personal assistant to the lady that owned the spa.
Wow.
And I realized an opportunity that the spa didn't offer mobile. So people always had to come to the spa. The spa never went to the people, you know. And
where was the place? Where was the spa?
It was in Olivedale.
Okay. So if now I come from Soweto, I must drive
all
the way
to
that side.
Olivedale.
It's kind of strenuous sometimes, and also with the amount of money that I'm going to take up. But yes, you're paying for the
it costs
experience.
to come there, to drive its petrol, you know what I mean, and you must also then pay for the experience again.
Even the pain is a bit worse as well.
Yeah. So I saw an opportunity, and I thought to myself, you know what? And I was actually at a level in my life where financially things were not going well, both for the spa and for myself, you know. And with my last payment, I thought to myself, you know what, if I'm going to start a business, this is a great time for me to start it.
Sure.
So I bought the first bed, I bought the first table that we are using today.
Wow, okay.
I bought this first tree that we are using today.
And it keeps on working.
It keeps on working, you know. I bought a little speaker for the music.
Okay.
I invested in little products that I know that when I have my first client, I'm going to use all of this. I bought stones, I bought towels, I bought bed covers.
When you talk about stones, just like, wait a minute, is it like the stones still the topangos?
No, it's not. It's massage stones.
Oh, massage.
So with the massage comes like what we call a hot stone therapy.
Okay.
So we put the water in hot stone, or you can even steam them if you want, but as long as they absorb heat, and then once they absorb heat, then you put them on the body, and then you use the stones to massage the body.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
but obviously they transfer the heat into the muscles, and whatever happens. Anyway, I'll tell you the story. I'll tell you how it works just now. So for me there was that if I'm gonna start, I've realized the gap or an opportunity, and I have an opportunity to start this business. So, but where I was coming from was that I know there's people that actually want it. They want the experience, but they can't afford to go to your luxurious spas and whatever the case may be. One, they don't even have cars. Right? And for you to get there, you need a car. If you're gonna Uber, it's gonna cost you an arm and a leg, you know. So I thought to myself, okay, I'll go to the people, but then I also have to divide the market. So if I'm in Soweto, I'm not gonna charge. So within a couple of kilometers, I don't charge. It's for the services. I don't charge travel costs, but I still charge for the service. And then once I get out of those parameters, then I charge travel fee. You know, which is every business that is mobile does that. They will charge, just like people that charges call out. If you call an electrician to your house, they're gonna charge a call out, and that has nothing to do with the fee. You know, it's a call out fee for them to leave their business to come to you. It's time, and time costs money. So that's what it is. So I incorporate the travel cost for those people that live further away from the parameters that I have decided that I'm not going to charge from. So so that's what.
But it's fair. It's really fair for the people around here. Like since you live this side, I don't know if you want to disclose the fact that you live.
I'm a Sowetan, born and bred in Soweto, baby. I'm proud of it. You know, it's a part of my journey that I don't even want to forget. And irrespective of where I'm gonna go in my life, this will always be where I come to. And when I actually started this business, I did not see myself going outside of Soweto.
Seriously?
Yes, my services were strictly for Soweto, so that I don't have to charge travel costs. You know, because sometimes Soweto is fast, guys. Soweto is very big. You know,
Johannesburg was like very fast.
No. Soweto is huge. So Protea is in Soweto, Deep Blue is in Soweto, Orlando is in Soweto. But I can travel from here to Protea. It can't be more than 10 kilometers. So once outside of 10 or my 10
Oh,
kilometers,
yeah.
then I start to charge. But I can still be in Soweto. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But Soweto, this is my home. This is where I was born and bred. I was born in 1983, so that makes me 37 this year.
Wow, happy birthday. Happy birthday
Thank
to
you very much. In April, I'll be April 13th. Don't forget,
Okay,
I'll be
okay.
37. And I went to school right opposite my house. That's where I started my primary school. And then when I started grade 8, I went to a multiracial school. I went to university. I studied sports and exercise technology, and that's when I actually realized that I love anatomy.
Wow.
And then I was always involved in sports, so I was always fascinated by how muscles work, how anatomy works. When you do this, what happens to your body? You know what I mean? So I've always been interested in those things, and I've always been an athletic person. So I believe I'm in the right field.
And what kind of sports would you play if you say you were like?
I was an athlete.
Okay.
So I ran.
Okay.
At some point, I played tennis. I played netball.
Wow.
I danced. I did ballroom and Latin dancing. Yeah.
So you can move even.
Yeah, I can move. I can also play soccer. So I played soccer for Acadia Shepherds, and I was playing number
Seriously?
7 because I'm a sprinter.
Okay.
So yeah. So I've always been athletic.
And then what's your favorite team since you come from soccer?
Don't kill me. Kaizer Chiefs.
Oh,
I'm
man.
a Kusi for life.
No, today's a bad day. Today's a bad day.
I'm a Kusi for life.
No,
So
no.
yeah, that's my favorite team.
And then, like, Caroline, tell me, like, why Soweto? Like, why did you actually think of starting the business here? You said that yes, you don't want them to pay that cost of you coming to them and so forth. You don't want that, but yes, for the service you would.
Yeah. Okay, so I realized that people in Soweto now is full of, I don't want to call them ancient, but it's full of old people.
Okay.
But it's old people that really are like sort of
Flexible.
modern and flexible as well, and they really enjoy these kind of things. I mean, most of my clients are actually
The
elderly ladies, to be principals of, whether ex-principals or principals, even school teachers, but it's like the elderly kind
Wow.
of people. Yes, and
they need it.
not only do they need it, they love it, they
Okay.
want it, But then I also realized that there's nobody that offers a mobile spa. I mean, there's lots of spas in Soweto. If you go, there's lots of them, but you have to go to them, But once you come inside a person's home, one that says to me, this person trusts you, because nobody's gonna let you in their house if they don't trust you.
Yeah.
This person trusts you. You have actually a very personal relationship because now you've been to my house. I know who you are. I've seen you. You exist, and you actually offer the service, and we create this best relationships. And the thing about I like about elderly ladies is that we can talk for days. They are very wise.
Okay.
So I never
Wow.
just go to my clients, get their massage, and I'm out.
Then you're
No.
So there's always just like you
There's
just
always
opening up and-
conversations. Yeah, I talk about my child. They tell me about their children. Some of them
Aw.
tell me about their marriages.
Yeah.
And I always say, so because I'm single, what do I need to do? And they're like, oh, Monagi, lenyalo alitata. Don't let people tell you and don't believe their stories. Lenyalo is actually very nice, but you have to be obedient. So it's for me. I actually enjoy the kind of interaction with some of my elderly clients. But I also have young clients. I've got clients in Woodmead. I've got clients at Baklu. I've got clients in Santon.
Wow.
I've got clients in Lone Hill, Four Ways. So yeah, that's how far I've gone now. But it wasn't something that I planned. But I didn't even anticipate it. But it came and I embraced it, and yeah, we're good.
And then I'm trying to think how do you actually get all this traffic coming your way? Because you need to go to those people. They don't know. Okay, you know what? Caroline has this certain place. How do you do that?
Most of it is word of mouth.
Okay.
To be quite honest, I don't advertise a lot on social media.
Seriously?
Yes, seriously. And for me, that's how good I am.
Okay.
If somebody can just talk about me, they're on the spot. I get a client, and that's
Wow.
it. To be quite honest, of all my clients, maybe 4 of them were Facebook, social media kind of referrals. But otherwise, it's just word of mouth.
Oh.
Yeah.
So technology really doesn't work for you in a way?
Not anymore. So when I started, I used to blast. I used to be on social media 24
Always
hours,
posting and
and I had to teach myself, always posting. I had to teach myself when is it appropriate to post, what do I need to post about, even the content, because you don't want people to be reading this long story about your massage business and whatever. So you just have to post if you have a client, you take a picture, you ask the client if is it okay if I use this on social media, because you can't use clients' photos on social media without their permission. That it's very sensitive. Some people, this is like
something
a very
that I didn't know of. Eh?
You can't do that. So you have to get my permission to post this video on social media.
Oh, okay. Don't worry, I'll write it down. I'll write it down on pen and paper before I do so.
So you ask for client's permission. If they say yes, you go ahead, you post. But information on social media, and this is what I always tell people, social media is not a book, it's not a novel. You cannot be writing paragraphs and paragraphs and paragraphs.
Actually, we do that a lot, eh?
We do that a lot, you know. Social media is for, this is what we do, this is how much it is, this is where you can get us. Simple, that's it. And just post. But just make sure that whatever you post is attractive. So the pictures have to be good quality, you know, even the setting in the background has to be good quality, sound, if you're gonna talk, has to be very proper. Yeah, and people are, you know, we eat with our eyes. So if I see that it's not, oh my gosh, this is so nice, we book.
Yeah.
You know, it's like food. You see food, you see color, you see, you know, you're like, oh, this is so nice. You're done, you're sold, you know.
And I can see, like, in your social media pages and so forth. Yesterday I was just browsing through Facebook, Facebook.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, like the content, I swear that maybe you live on some island or something. There's somebody behind this.
There's somebody behind it, and that somebody is me.
Okay.
You know, like I also had to learn. I'm not technologically savvy like that. You know, and social media would not be my first preference of medium, but that's where we are. The world now is going technology, and we have to learn, because when we learn, we grow. You know, we have to adapt. Change is good. Some people are scared of change, but change is actually really good. So, like I said, have a teachable spirit and learn the things that you don't know, because these things, at the end of the day, they have helped me. Even if people don't book through my massages, but through social media, they know that I exist. You know, but I've just I'm at a point now where it's minimal. So my social media advertising is very minimal. Almost every client that I get now is by word of mouth. Because of when you see something, when you read about something, you're like, well, I've read this. But when somebody tells you that, so do you know, actually, you know, yesterday I went for a massage in this girl, and it's somebody that you know and trust, are you gonna believe them?
I will, definitely. I will just.
But if you see it on social media, the first time you'll be like, I'm not sure, until somebody else comes up and with an idea, oh, girls, I think we should have like a massage whatever day and whatever. And you'll be like, oh, actually, I know this lady. There's actually this lady on Facebook, and you go back to your Facebook and you check.
That's when you go back. So word of mouth actually works for you a lot.
It actually works for me better than social media.
Okay, and then, like, you know, I'm thinking now that mostly we try to push this thing of medicine when it comes to healing our patients at hospitals and so on, and I've been reading articles, and you know, some people would say, no, let's give away with your pills, and you know, giving the elderly maybe like your pills and so forth. What is your take on that? Must we push more of your massages and so forth, because I believe that they have so much benefit to it, and yes, it has its bad sides, but the good side is always more than the bad side.
That's absolutely true. I wouldn't take anything away from medicine, because obviously it's something that exists and it's been there and it's proven to work, for those that have used it. And I myself, sometimes when I get a headache, I'll take a pill, you know. Do I feel better? Yes, I do, you know. Honestly speaking, I can't take anything away from it, but with massages, what it does is that it helps with blood circulation, right? And there's all different kinds of massages. There's massages that's like your Thai massages, your Swedish massage, which is what I specialize in. I specialize strictly in Swedish massage, So I don't align people, so I'm not gonna come and twist your spine and put you in awkward positions. So I have a normal massage bed, you know, so you come, you lie there. So how I start with the face up first. So you face up, and then I turn you around to finish off. And I do full body massages, right? And I start with at the bottom. I start from the bottom up. So even when I turn you around, I also start from the bottom up. You know, it's a matter of preference. There's no proven fact to say no, it's better when you do this. No, it's just, for me, it's just a matter of preference. And so a Swedish massage, mostly it's your hands and your fingertips, right? So that's all that you use, because a Swedish massage is actually helpful in terms of blood circulation and for relaxation.
I hope people are really noting this down, because wow, these are the kind of things that I never knew of and so forth.
Is it?
You know? Because we always have our health days out there, but you never get them calling in a masseuse and say, hey, can you please do this for our clients and so forth, you know?
And remember, with blood circulation, how it works, if you don't get enough blood in your system, there's a lack of energy, which then makes you feel even more tired. Because remember, oxygen is that air that gives you energy. So if you don't have, it's like you have perhaps maybe a vein in your heart that's clotted. You always feel sleepy because of your heart is not getting enough oxygen.
Wow.
So that's it. Then it causes you to fall asleep.
And how do you
because
treat
you're not getting
that?
enough.
How do you get?
I don't deal with the heart, but I
Okay.
just deal with blood circulation. So will it help with declotting some of the clots in your body? Yes, they do. So when people say, "Oh, I've got a knot here and I've got
Yeah.
a knot there," I have literally massaged a client that had a knot on their back,
Okay.
and he did not understand why it is always so on a particular part of his back.
Yeah.
And when you specialize in something, right? Like I mentioned before, I love anatomy. It really fascinates me how a human anatomy works.
Okay.
And because of that knowledge, so I had to apply my knowledge, and that is wisdom. When you apply your knowledge, it's called wisdom.
So you studied
So-
for it as well.
Yeah, because I studied sports and exercise technology, and anatomy was one of the modules that we studied, and we actually had to do a massage session as a practical exam.
Okay.
You know, but those are things that even then when I was doing it, I never thought I would use it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you how I came to use it. But anyway,
Okay.
yes. So this client had a knot in their backs, and it literally popped when I worked on it. When I worked on it with my fingertips, using a little bit of heat, it popped, and all of a sudden he was like, "Oh my gosh, you know, oh, it's not anymore. I don't feel pain anymore. Did you hear that? Did you hear that?"
It sounds
And he
like a
was so
deliverance
fascinated.
service or something.
He was so fascinated. He's like, "Oh my word, it popped. Oh, I feel so free in my back." Because he said he fell, you know, and some of the things we don't take them seriously. You could be walking and then you feel that your ankle is sore, but you keep putting pressure on it, but you're not aware that you're actually making it worse. And certain things will affect it. Your blood may clot. You might have even broken a ligament. But we're like, no, it will be fine. It will be fine. But it's not going to be fine because you're not treating it. Instead, you're making it worse. So there's certain movements that you do if you have a pain on your arm and you keep lifting stuff, you keep doing things, and once it affects like your muscles, once it affects your veins, it can also, or your nerves, it can also affect something else on your back. It can eventually just affect your one side of your body. You know, this one small thing that you felt but you did not pay attention to.
And people do like heavy lifting before
People
a
do
living
have,
each and
yes,
every single day.
and also it when it comes to stresses, right, which is one like the most important part of this business for me, it's stress relief, right? Because we carry our stresses in different places. Some people carry them on the shoulders, some on the neck, some on the lower back, some on their ankles. That's something that people don't know about. And
wow, it reaches here.
it does. Yes, it does. It's just it's an individual thing. I know where I carry my stress, and I carry it on my neck. But some people say, no, my neck is sore, and I ask them, did you sleep on a pillow? Yeah, no, but you know, I just slept how I normally. So what have you been doing during the week? No, you know, I went there and I went there. And by the activities, and because people open up and they say, you know, my boss, and now I have to what, and now I'm like,
Then
this one is stressed. He's not so. There's nothing wrong with him. He's just stressed. So I will work on the neck. So I will say in an hour, because my full body massage is an hour. So I will know that for the next 10 minutes, I will work on the neck. And the rest of the 50 minutes, I will work on the rest of the body. Because
so
the rest
you
of the
really
body is not so important. It's actually your neck that's carrying the stress that is important. And my job for now is to make sure that I relieve that stress from your neck. By creating more blood circulation, by unclothing clots or whatever, loosening up the muscles. Yeah.
Okay, but no, it really helps. It really helps, you know, Caroline, having people like you in our country and really thinking that there's a special need that people need to attend to and need to pay attention to when they're looking at society and so forth. Because I'm telling you, work would be so much nicer, as you say, that you get some people complaining about their bosses and so forth. Work would be so much nicer if we can get you in at those offices each and every single time. And hey, Caroline, just come and treat my boss, you know, and then everything would just go smoothly, you know. So
So we do offer corporate packages.
Yes.
So, but with corporate packages, we don't do full body massages. We do neck and shoulder massages. You know, just to relax, because you know your nerves come all the way up to your neck.
And you're busy sitting the whole day on the computer.
Sitting the whole day. Some people crunch like this, and they typing and the eyes and whatever the case may be. So we work on the shoulders, we work on the neck, you know, just to massage it, just to create that blood flow. But yeah, so for corporate, that's what we do. We can also do hand scrubs. So we do scrubs as well. So we scrub your hands, we scrub your feet. And what people don't know also, because we can't scrub without massaging. So our scrubs also come with massages. And there's certain things that I can feel that, with like your hands will tell me if you have bad stomach. So I will, I'm revealing all my
Okay.
massage secrets.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's certain nerves
Take
in
note,
your
take
in
note,
your
guys.
in your hands that actually work that coordinate with your stomach, right? Yes. Yeah. And I have so many testimonies.
blown
You know,
away,
one thing I must do. I must actually record my clients giving their testimonies because
Yeah.
you see now today you've taught me something. Because that would actually be great. So as I'm speaking about this now, I can remember 2 of my clients that actually had a problem with the stomachs, but I didn't know, and I was just doing my just normal massage, but I could feel that this person actually their hands were so tight and they had so many knots. But as and when I massaged their hands, they started releasing gas. And obviously, as a client, you like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm like, no, don't be sorry.
It's
I mean,
okay.
for me as a professional, it's okay because
Yeah.
that means that this problem that you had, I just solved it.
Okay.
You know, because you're thinking, yeah, I have a problem. Oh, my stomach is embarrassing me. Don't be embarrassed. You know, and even it filters down to men getting erections when I give them massages, and they get so embarrassed. I'm like, that's normal.
Oh,
it's
shit,
not.
man.
If I would be surprised if you didn't get
Yeah,
erection.
yeah.
Like, you know, it's normal when somebody touches you at a sensitive area.
Mhm.
But a part of your body is going to react because that the part of your area is sensitive.
Yeah,
you know?
once it really, I don't want to lie, it really once happened, and I was like, no man, what's going on, you know?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
and because we went for a holiday and so on,
Yeah.
and we got those free massages and so
Mm.
on, so that was part of the package. But you know, while the woman is busy, and I'm like, no man, you know, I'm thinking of dolphins and so forth. Why
Yeah.
is this happening? You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
So wow, it's something that we didn't know as people, but I want us
Yeah.
to also focus on that thing of the corporates, so the corporates may know on how can they get you and so forth before we even go on with this, because that's something really important. You know, you can really help the economy grow even more, because people will be better thinkers when it comes to work. They will be better in communication as well, because of all those stress reliefs will be gone and so forth. You know, so when can we get? Where can we actually find you, Caroline?
Okay, so you can find me either on social media, on
Okay.
Instagram. My Instagram is Caroline Thamage. My Facebook is Caroline Thamage, and my mobile number is
How do you spell your
076.
surname?
Ah.
Let's just get that one right. Let's just get that, because I struggle.
Come on. It's only what? 3, 5, 7 letters?
Okay.
It's Thamage. That's Thamage. So Tango Hotel Alpha, Mike Alpha Golf Echo. I'm
Okay.
good like that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's better. Thank you
Thamage,
very much.
yes.
You're also educating us with English as well. Okay. And then, you know, Caroline, like, we heard about everything that you are about, the person you are, and I really want people to come and experience that on their own, you know, give you a call, or you know what, word of mouth, let this also get out somewhere, and let
Yeah,
somebody actually
yeah.
listen to it. Do you have any special treat for your Valentines? Because I want those young people to actually know that there's something so amazing, because
Yes,
it's an experience that's worth your while when you actually think about it.
Yeah.
What do you have any Valentine's?
So
special?
yes, we do have a Valentine special, and our Valentine special is 280 per person. So obviously, if we do a couple, so our normal standard rate is 350. That's
Okay.
without the travel fee.
Okay.
So our normal full body massage is 350. But for the Valentine special, we have taken it down to 280
Wow.
per person. So but that's only if you do it as a couple.
Yeah.
So you'll only get that special if you are a
You
couple.
heard, guys.
And a couple means 2, not
Yeah.
necessarily a man and a woman.
Yeah, it can
So
be anything.
if on that particular day you book a massage for 2 people, you get it for 280 per person. And
Okay.
maybe you might get something special as well from me, but I'll keep that as a
Like
surprise.
today, I got this free setup from her. Okay, so Caroline, I would really want you to listen to this once again. So the podcast will be out soon on the
Okay.
PhilsDrive. You can follow me on Facebook at Philiso Sebole, Philiso, and then Sebole, Sebole. Ne?
Fantastic.
And then on the PhilsDrive on Twitter, the PhilsDrive, I think it's very easy. And then again on YouTube at Philiso Sebole on YouTube.
I
okay?
will definitely follow you.
Thank
Yeah.
you very much. And guys, please, let's support our local brands. This is why Philiso comes out here to actually support people like Caroline that does massages for you guys, and she does many more, but you can have that conversation while she's massaging you and while you guys are having the time of your life. Caroline, I just want to say thank you for having you on the show today.
Thank you so much for making the time to come and see me and for giving me this opportunity. I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Bye-bye. Let's see you next time again here on the PhilsDrive. Remember, follow the voice. Thank you, Caroline. I'm going home, eh?
Oh, okay, no problem.